Hello everybody and welcome to this quick modeling tutorial in which I'm going to show you how we can create these three vessels in Shapr3D very quickly. The tools we're going to use are Revolve to create the main bodies, Shell to create the chord out inside, and then actually Sweep and Boolean to cut or to add swept bodies to create grooves or handles. And then we will go into the visualization tool and add some nice terracotta materials. And with all that said, let's do it. In our default scene, we make sure snappings are all turned on. We also are working with inches, so let's go to the front view. We create a new sketch, and somewhere on the ground line, I just draw a line to the right, up, and to the left, and press escape. Then I will click everything. Let's say everything should be horizontal vertical, so they can't rotate. This lower line, we don't know how big this one is going to be, but we know this one should be 6 inches. And then the top one, we can make 5.5 inches. And then, well, we see this one can get smaller. Okay, now to create this beautiful curved side, we can use the spline control type. Click down, go to the right side till you see the snapping, click and click down and press escape. Very good. Then in 3D view, we select the sketch profile, shift select the vertical axis and do a revolve. There we are. Pretty cool. Now, let's go back to the sketch body. Everything is selected. Go to move, turn on copy, and actually we make a copy and move this to the side. There we are. Okay. And then we create, same steps, another swept body. The reason why I'm doing this is now I can go ahead and actually play, for example, with this sketch here and create a variation of the first one. It's very easy enough. This way you can compare. Do you like the left? Do you like the right? The left one is more simple. The right one is actually a little bit more organic. And actually, I see there's a problem down here. This is too quickly changing. Maybe like this. Okay, this looks nice. Pretty cool. We can select both bottom edges and then we give this a nice fillet, let's say 1/2 inch. And then select the top face and with the shell command, let's say 1/4 inch. Pretty cool. We don't really like sharp edges, so we can select these edges and let's say we just break them a little bit, 0.05. Very nice. Now, so as you can see, essentially, this is a very easy way how to create kind of like a bowl of any kind, fluted, more like bell-shaped, etc. We can also adjust the heights. Let's say we make this one 8 and make this one bigger. Easy peasy. Okay. Since we're just creating just vases, instead of making a new sketch, I simply go back to the original sketch here. I double click the last sketch I added or I made a copy and well, I make another copy of this one there. Very good. Double click everything and this endpoint. Right here I snap to there. I'm going to delete actually these dimensions so I can more freely move everything around. This time I might actually say the bottom will belly out more. And then I create this type of a shape. Okay. Now that's nice. Very good. Then we can select the sketch profile, the axis, and do a revolve. I have all these other sketch fillets features now. So take a look at what I'm going to do in the history. I will move this revolve in front. Then I can add this lower edge to that rounding. And then I will add to the shell also this one. There we are. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. I will select the whole thing. Let's make a copy because now I decide, how would this look actually if I'm creating this pattern detail? Here again, I add the revolve. Very good. I will make this one with a different radius and the shelling node this time. I give it a different thickness. So let's say it's going to be a thick wall, 0.75 of an inch. Okay, beautiful. Now I will click the top face and then I go to sketch because what I'm going to do now is I will create here a circle. Let's say like this. Very good. Thank you. And then this circle, I could sweep around this. Ah, okay, I see this goes down to there. If I bring this one up, it stops there. I can round this edge. Yeah, that's not super good. The quality is not really ideal. So how can we do this better? The last three features here, I right click and delete. Also here, that sketch we delete. That sketch needs to be rotated. It needs to be perpendicular to this spline. So what I will do is I will go and say add construction plane and then perpendicular. Oh, yeah, on curve at a point. So on this curve, thank you. And I will add one more. And I bring this one down, let's say there. Cool. So here on that construction plane, now I'm creating my circle. Could be a 1 inch. And then this, I will run across this spline. You see how this goes much longer. Some programs sometimes here have actually also a tool to say for how long from there along this spline is this body swept. That's the reason why I created this construction plane. We simply use that to split the part and then we delete it. Bonk. There. Easy peasy. And now I can round this one nicely. What's actually the radius? Hold on. Let's go back. We go to this initial sketch. There we are. And let's say this is 1.2. Oh, actually, let's say 1 inch. Okay, that is fine. So this fillet, which now here broke, that's logical. Fillet is too big, 0.5. That's half of the diameter. There we are. And then we could just test something. So from this vase, I would like this to be subtracted. Okay, pretty nice. Now you see, to make this work, we needed to shell first, and then from the shelled volume, we cut this away. This can maybe look a little bit tight, but we select this point, we have a coincident constraint, which we can remove. And then look, if I move this away from the center, I create an offset. And there you see, I'm kind of like scratching over that surface. That looks actually pretty nice. And let's say that's something we like. Very good. Then we solved that problem. Let's delete this last feature because I don't want to have to do this multiple times. So we're just selecting here a circle, let's say 10 cuts, 360 degrees. That's not enough. 20 cuts. That is good. Very good. Now, from this body, I would like to select all the circular pattern elements and subtract them. Beautiful. Look at that. See, this can look actually very complicated, but if you know how to model it, it's fairly easy. To fillet everything, now we can, do we go right to left? Yes, we go click right to left, select these edges, and let's say 0.1 of an inch. This might take a moment to calculate. Okay, maybe let's see what we can do here. Oh, this doesn't work. I have a feeling that's because of this part here, 0.1. There. Okay, so that basically said the software is failing understanding the tangency between this line to here, and to help it, we need to select these lines. Okay, undo, undo, all that is gone. And now I go to side view, tap, 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 select these edges, hold shift, tap, 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 hold these edges. So we do not select these edges, and now that actually should work. And it does. Beautiful. Now we can go 0.2. Very nice. Maybe 0.1, and here 0.1. Look at this. No? This looks actually really nice. Okay, so how do we do the handles? I go back to this first sketch, make a copy, move everything. Oh, no, not move the sketch. That was my mistake. Select the copy and make a copy of this one. There. And this one I move up a little bit. Can play with this a more. I am going to make this sharp. Then I'm going to disconnect this because I would like to add another section of for spline in there. Press escape, escape, smooth and smooth. There. See, we can sculpt this actually a tick more. That looks nicer. Let's do this one more time. And escape, escape, and smooth, and smooth. Very good. That actually starts to look too crazy, so we can select one and delete it, and that fixes that actually. Very good. Maybe this one we bring over a little bit there. Okay, nice. Maybe a little bit wider. We don't want this to tip over. Then we do our revolve. And we I would like to have like a small base on the bottom. There are multiple ways how we can do this. We could have sketched this, or I bring this one up. Question is, I need to understand for how much I'm moving this face up actually. So 0.5, okay. And then this I can extrude down 0.5. So, this way we have actually the kind of like this bottom part. This is all joined together, and then we can round these edges. There, no, easy. Good. Then we can go ahead and shell the top. say 0.5, so it feels a little bit thicker, more stable. And we can do now the handle. We could add this to the original sketch, but this sketch defines the main bodies, and then this sketch 2 creates this detail. So I will actually go ahead and create a new sketch. So I know that this one is for the handle. Well, let's say like this. Whoops. Sorry, one more time. Click, 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 and press enter. Oh, this one I delete. There we are. This should be nice and perpendicular. Looks like a little bit like a Greek vessel. There we are. This now should be a nice handle. We can select this spline, add a plane along this curve. Very good, thank you. And then on this construction plane, we create the sketch. There's our midpoint. This time, let's use actually an ellipse. There we are. Let's say like this. Then we select the ellipse, select the spline, and go sweep. Okay. We can adjust the proportions as much as we want. So that, for example, it looks nice and stable, less flimsy, etc. That's kind of cool. Okay. I'd like to show you a nice trick. We are going to select the handle, isolate, and then I will select this bottom edge. Then I go to scale, make sure this is uniform, and I'm scaling this. You notice how with this we create then actually a fluted shape. Bigger to smaller. There. So I don't need to create an extra sketch with another ellipse. I simply scale the end part. That's pretty cool. This one I would like to mirror over. So you to there, mirror over. Thank you. Then all those are being joined together. It's like foam modeling. And then we're going to use a file and we are going to cut away all that junk. Down there, this is difficult to see, so let's do it this way. Nothing is selected. Go to a side view and section cut. That is actually going to be a lot easier. Zuck, zuck, zuck. There, there, and there, and delete. And Shapr repairs everything for us. Really amazing. We can select these edges and then we round them nicely. Turn section view off. And there we are. Maybe here and there. 0.1. Pretty cool. Okay. No, so you see, this is actually not really that complicated. Now this is going to be different than the introduction video. Wah, wah. This is what happens sometimes. I actually now would like to add a spout to this piece on top. So I will undo the last filleting step. Then I will select this and I make myself a copy, bring this over to there. And I'm curious, can I select all this and delete? No, I cannot. Okay, that is fine. How do we do this ideally now? So I might need to, so what I want to do is I want to select this and this and this. I really cannot delete this. Okay, can I delete this one? No. Can I move this one up? Ah, okay, good. So this is like an extra step. I'm going to delete this last step here because I realized what I wanted to do is not so easy, but this is actually where the history comes in very useful. And again, I leave this actually in this tutorial because this was an impromptu change of my script. And this is a great example also to show you how I think something could work, but then it doesn't work. And then I need to figure out, well, how can I make this work? Honestly, all I need to remove is this shelling command, I think. So here, this one I suppress. Oh, then we get some other stuff here. Let's delete this. There we are. Okay, so if I select this and then I do a shelling, 0.5, does that work? 0.2, does that work? It works, but then you see we are getting also, well, logically, we're also getting these parts shelled. Ah, but I can delete this. So this is actually good to know. Because what I will do now is all this we delete. Okay, I select all this. That's my copy. And I make a copy, bring this one over. What I'm essentially showing you here is digital prototyping, problem solving. Okay, we build something, we have to sometimes fight with the software. We want to build what we want and not build something the software thinks it can allow us. So sometimes there has to be a little bit of experimentation, and this is fine. Good. So we can do this with a very simple sphere. Let's say like this. Very good. Then I select both profiles, extrude this one down. I don't know really how much, new body. And then I select this lower face, go to move and bring this one in. Okay. Now do we like this? It's maybe a little bit too big. So if I change this maybe to 4, bring this over. Yeah, proportionally that, for example, feels actually better. The other one was too big. Okay, so these two now I can union. We have this edge here, which now we can fill it there. Then these two shells now or surfaces we can select and then we can shell everything. 0.25, very good. We know that we can actually select these faces and then delete them. There we are. Yeah, I did not have everything selected. And I think we might even be able to adjust this a little bit. Yeah, you see, even afterwards, we can expand this, make this a tick thicker, for example. Which is kind of cool how you see, oh, this is thick, and then now there it gets thinner. I leave that actually on purpose. That's really quite interesting. That was not intended, but happy accident. The base is actually way too how could I say that? Thin, can easily break. You see how we are adjusting everything here. What if I delete this? I think previously we weren't able to delete. Oh, we can delete this. Can we then delete this? But can we bring this one up? Yeah. Can we delete this? There. This is like 3D Sudoku sometimes, honestly. How do I do this there? Bonk. Very good. That's how you figure stuff out. And actually, that's how I learned everything, to the frustration of my wife. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Oh, we could say zero point 0.1 for both. That actually gets very tight, but these two fillets don't overlap. So this is good. Yeah, let's leave this. Okay, visualization till infinity and beyond. Where stone. There. Reading skills can help. Yeah, and then you can just decide. Now, do you do this a glazed or non-glazed? There and there and there. And if you want, let's say you actually spend some time on the exterior and we put another kind of like glaze over it there. Oh, there you see the outside is basic terracotta and the inside is actually the, the non or unglazed terracotta. Can also use some other materials, put this in. How would this actually look if maybe we say go to stone. What we make this granite? Looks kind of funny actually, or porcelain, marble. I can just do a lot of really fun designs that way. Or here. Let's go a little bit beyond. We are going to just gold plate the inside. There we are. And the same here. Anyway, I'm having too much fun with this stuff. So you see how through simply playing, you can come up with very interesting ideas or interpretations. And with all this, we are done. Good job.